Okay, I didn't expect to feel anything after just 1 hour, but I'm not gonna lie, Clair Obscur really surprised me. It wasn't because of the combat or the mechanics, it just felt different. And that's what I want to talk about today. It's not a game review, it's just my honest take after my very first hour of playing the game. This is the best, it's your boy Mo Fresh. Make sure you like and subscribe for more videos just like this. Let's get into it. To kick things off, the first thing I noticed about this game is the music. It is a beautiful score.
The last few days meant everything.
I feel like the music really does drive the overall feel of the game. So I noticed to start off that for sure, the game is trying to communicate more about the mood and how it wants to make you feel before it gets into detail about the mechanics, what's going on and how it's going on. It just wants to make you feel something. So the first thing that really started to happen as I was playing the game was I just started feeling my heart getting really connected and drawn to what was happening. The characters that are talking in the moment, like I just felt like I was being pulled into something that felt sad. It started off with just looking at the rows, but then as I was continuing to talk a little bit more, I just felt like there was a moment that was at least going to happen or had just happened. Again, I was still trying to figure out and gather what's happening, but I really did start off feeling a little bit sad. You can manually move through the cutscenes and you press X for next, but I kind of like that because when I paused a little bit, I got to see the character and how they felt. So it didn't feel like we were rushing through dialogue. It really did feel like I was having a meaningful connection in a conversation in the game. So the next thing that stood out to me in my hour of playing Clair Obscur was really the gameplay and the mechanics. So immediately as I started and I moved left and right after the cutscene, I just immediately saw my he just float, like he's flying all over the place. Kind of shocking, but felt kind of cool. It felt very action-packed. So I just thought in my mind, okay, I got to get prepared because for sure there's going to be some action soon, or this whole game is going to be about very fast-paced action scenes. But then I was reminded that this is a turn-based style game. For me personally, I'm not a fan of turn-based style games. And to be honest, I don't even think it's because I don't like them. I just don't think that's what I naturally gravitate towards. But again, one thing that I really loved about it is how straightforward it was. It didn't feel just like a standard, like almost like a Pokemon type of play. You move and then they move. It really did feel a little bit more than that. It felt like, just with the parry system alone and the dodge system in the middle of the turns, I really felt like, okay, this is a turn-based style game, but a little bit of more like user interaction. So I'm not just waiting on the opponent to strike me. I'm actually preparing, and I have to be strategic about it as well. So I really do feel like more than just the mechanics of fighting, I think the game is already introducing this element of strategy in how you develop attacks, when to develop them, what you do, and ultimately the fun of it. It really does look cool. The time sequence as well, when you're pressing the buttons in the middle of you doing attacks, I just think that adds more interaction into a turn-based style game. I never really gravitated towards turn-based style games for the combat because I felt like it was a little slow, and I would like to be able to, like, if I want to punch somebody, like, I'm gonna hit them, you know what I mean, in the game. But in this game, it really did make me feel like I still had that element of like control. I didn't just give up control after I pressed the button. I really felt like I was still in the moment, in the battle, even after I, started my sequence, and then even when it was my opponent's turn. One thing I do got to get used to for sure is the jumpiness and the sensitivity of the motion. Again, like I said, I was flying all over the place, but it is pretty sensitive, and I'm sure there might be options where I can turn it up and down, but that's just the last thing I was thinking about. Typically if I don't like a movement style, I would go into the settings immediately and change it, but I was so captivated by this game, I didn't even care about the mechanics. It just stood out to me. This is the best, it's your boy Mo. Oh wait, I already said that in the beginning. So after 1 hour of playing this game, I got some pretty cool suggestions for you. If you like atmosphere and mood over just simple mechanics, then I think you're really gonna love Clair Obscur. But you gotta have an open mind. The art style, the cinematic feel of the music, the very Renaissance, French, Italian, I don't know. It was something that I just haven't experienced a game like that before. It did remind me a little bit of BioShock. It's a game I love to play on the PS3. And BioShock felt new. It felt alive. It felt like something I haven't played before. And I got that same feeling of playing Clair Obscur. It just felt new. It felt, the art style felt alive, and the music felt grabby, and it's pulling at my heartstrings very fast. Watching Gustav talk to Sophie, that scene in the cutscenes, the details in it, I mean, the graphics, of course, it's beautiful. As I'm playing the game, it just felt like I was being dropped in the middle of a story, and I have to uncover what has already happened and what's going to happen. Versus a game when you get a fresh start, you get this lofty introduction of what's happening. I started learning what was happening as I was playing the game. As I was interacting with the people in the crowd, I was learning more. So if you're into that, the mystery kind of games, I really do believe that Clair Obscur might be the game for you. And to be honest, if you just want something different than the standard RPG game, I really do believe that this could be your game. The thing that makes games fun for me is when you feel like you're immersed inside of the game. For a lot of people who play games, they play games for many different reasons. Some people play games to escape. Some people play games because they just love games and they appreciate the hard work that goes into it. And some people play games for a mixture of all those things. And I really do feel like sometimes I can get lost when playing a game, and I can respect the art style and I can respect the craftsmanship of the game. I just love excellence, but it's fun. In 1 hour, I mean, I literally felt like I didn't even get past the intro scene. I didn't even get that far. I just spent so much time talking to everybody around me, interacting with my environment. Learning the story, and it was very interesting because the more I learned and even spoke with the townspeople, I felt like I got a sense of what was happening before the game even told me what's happening. And I realized that a lot of these interactions, they actually don't need to happen. I could have just walked straight to the harbor and missed all of that, which means that this game really wants you to explore. And I love games that wants me to explore because I'm an explorer anyways, and I'm an explorer. So I love that this game almost forced me. There's a second, maybe for like 5 minutes, I didn't even know where to go. And then as I was walking and I was pressing L3, I switched characters. It didn't even tell me that was gonna happen. I just love, I'm like figuring out the game, and that's kind of how I like to play games. Just don't tell me too much about it. Don't ruin it for me. Let me discover it. Just kind of gently nudge me in the right direction. I felt like I wasn't getting any nudges at all. I was just finding my way through this map and uncovering some sadness in between, in this somber moment. And the more I talked to more people, it was pretty evident that there was going to be some great departure, and I didn't know on which part. It just was so confusing. I was trying to understand the flowers. I just know from this game for sure, I'm not knowing what was really going on, but that made it so fun. It made it so ominous. And the more I played, the more like these layers were being revealed to me. So it made the game really, really captivating. So I did have some questions about the AI rumors, and especially how the game was made. Was it made through the creation of AI, the characters, the storyline? I'm not too sure, but I wanted to save that for another time because I don't want to focus on that right now. I'm gonna just dive into this game. The next video you guys are gonna see is just me after spending some quality time with this game, learning the game, learning the mechanics, learning what the feeling of this game is, and pretty much the overall direction. And maybe I'll talk about maybe the rumors that are surrounding this game, but ultimately that is not what's distracting you when you're playing. You're gonna be consumed with the beauty of the art, the very endearing and emotional story that's unfolding, and most importantly, I think you're just gonna have a lot of fun. This is for sure gonna be a new one for me, but I'm already starting to like it. Get in the comments, let me know what you guys think. Jesus is the best. It's your boy Mo Fresh. I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.